welcome to College Station, Texas. Today, at the home of the 12th man, as the Texas A&M Aggies will set out this afternoon to open the season with a victory at Kyle Field. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Aggies' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Gets it out fast. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I love the job in coverage defensively there. A lot of people probably thinking they're going to throw for it short considering what the down and distance was, but they were aware they were able to force the incompletion, and now we got fourth down.
He'll bring it back. It's Campbell. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Offense set on first down. They go to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On the run, it's Moss. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Aggies will have it 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Boomer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Reed. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Skinner. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Power football with the run. Midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, running back on the move. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Reed. Safe completion on the screen. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The discard, and he's running free. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He'll pitch it. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? It's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oh, perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it out quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Watson. At the 45 on his way. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Neal.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Dances away. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jayhawks!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Campbell. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack, he unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Reed. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. The short hands, it's Allen. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Coming up, fourth down. Number 37, on to kick it away.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Texas A&M 14, Kansas 7.
And the Jayhawks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for room, it's Owens. Almost got to the sticks on third down, able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, and stay on the field and keep this thing going.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Now they're going to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Muhammad. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hand off from the gun. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
Tackle is made at the 14-yard line. Third down coming up.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The field goal is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Feeling some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
They're trying to get to him. Pressure coming. Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 14, Kansas 7.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeper. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Time to take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest.
Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He now has 85 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the counter. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? On the run, it's Moss. At the 35, he's open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground. their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back. And the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Sometimes on field goal block, you just want to take the win and let them kick it. The roughing the kicker penalty gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Third and goal coming up here. Here's the give off the left side. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Discards a man. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Jukes his way for more. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short.